We need to go back to the Plimomonia. Excuse me. Oh, I guess I clicked on the event instead. Oh, not going inside? Oh, you guys are having a tete-a-tete out here? Okay. Change my time of day, why don't you?
Hey, everyone! We're not late, are we?
No, you're just in time. Well rested, I trust?
Staying busy keeps you sharp.
A great way to stay energetic, certainly.
Okay, I'm not sure when the game turned into like an infomercial. Have you all started preparing?
We received word from Mr. Argenteau yesterday, confirming the time and location of the transaction.
Fantastic. Let us hustle.
It'll take place this afternoon, and it turns out it'll be somewhere we all know pretty well, too. The Film Fantasyland restaurant.
Will it now? My question to you is it going to reflect the current state of my Film Fantasyland, i.e. completed, or is it going to be like a different version because that's just how the game rolls?
Oh, really? Huh. He sure does like that place.
But
Seems like you share our concerns, Traveler.
Indeed. Capturing someone in a crowded event venue will be much more challenging than in an open area.
crowded event venue. Nevertheless, it sounds to me that you haven't actually been to the Film Fantasyland because I can tell you and guarantee you right now, it ain't crowded.
The criminal might try to blend in with the crowd, or even escape by taking hostages.
I think you're getting a bit dramatic.
In light of this, we've had to make additional preparations. As soon as we received the news yesterday, we began coordinating with the Marechaussee Phantom and the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
We'll be deploying lots of undercover agents on site. If things go south, the safety of the civilians will be our top priority. Of course, fingers crossed, everything will go without a hitch.
Best of luck to you.
I noticed a bunch of familiar faces from the previous case, like Captain Chevreuse of the Special Patrol. So I'm feeling optimistic.
I was thinking about that. I was thinking about Chevreuse and, it also starts with the C, doesn't it? No? Other lady with gun. With the shirt, the buttons that practically pop open. Yeah, I'm never going to remember it. I was thinking of her as well. You know, the more the merrier.
We'll trust your instincts then. Oh, yeah, and by the way, we've also been in communication with Miss Lapine Pauline and Miss Nadia.
Kind. That's the one. Told you it was another C.
The Spina di Rosula will provide support within a controlled scope, so there's no need to worry.
The only potential issue is with Miss Escoffier.
Why? She doesn't want to serve criminals. She wants to introduce them to her chopping board.
You know what? That might not be such a bad idea. All right, no more jokes. Miss Escoffier has made it clear that she doesn't want her restaurant to suffer any losses as a result of this operation.
Why would it?
But, well, I have a feeling things might not go quite as smoothly as she hopes.
Is there anything I can do?
To be honest, we shouldn't have dragged you into this in the first place, and it's caused you quite enough trouble already. The Fontanian authorities should be able to handle the rest from here. But still, I'm guessing you'd like to see how it all turns out.
Well, of course. You can't just leave me out to dry. I'm here to find out how the plot ends.
Well then, feel free to head down to the scene, but just stay alert and play it by ear. You won't necessarily have to do anything, unless things go pear-shaped, of course.
Of course it's going to go pear-shaped, Wriothesley. Why wouldn't it?
I'll do my best to ensure that things don't escalate to that point.
You're getting involved too, Kaniche?
Of course. There are still a lot of unanswered questions, but our intel so far indicates that the culprit's from Natlan. Plus, I'm already a witness in this case. Might as well see this thing through to the end.
Yeah, I fully agree.
That's the Kaniche we know and love.
The group go on to discuss the specifics of the operation and things to watch out for. For once, the conversation goes surprisingly smoothly, perhaps because Ahau and Kakuku aren't present. It's just as well, really. Things could have gotten awkward if Ahau showed up and started cursing out Nuvelet.
Well, that's enough of the small talk. The operation's scheduled for the afternoon. If we're quick enough, we'll even have time for a few cups of tea before we leave.
Of course, that's your priority.
Oh, and let's grab something to eat too. Can't work on an empty stomach, you know.
But won't you just be watching, Paimon?
And rooting for you. It's a very important job.
But how does it help you burn more calories to make you hungry?
All right. I'll head over to the venue now.
Bye.
Ahao's been harping on for days now about this event-exclusive meal he wants to try. Guess I might as well shut him up sooner rather than later. See you in a bit.
I look forward to hearing how it all goes.
All right. Well, something has to happen because this is the entire act. It's the target location. So I wonder what's going to go down. Excuse me.
This beach seems to be getting livelier by the day.
Does it have? Yeah. I mean, it's hard to say because maybe it was like this anyway. Maybe it assumed you'd maxed out the area when you came here, but it's got all my characters, it's got all my areas and whatnot. Thanks in part, surely, to the undercover agents. I don't see any.
Traveler,
Oh, there's Argento.
Paimon's getting kind of hungry. Let's go check out the restaurant menu, shall we?
Okay. The guy with the case, that's got to be him. All right, it's business time. No, it's one of them. The chefs? Can't be, surely. This is a weird art style for Genshin. Feels more like Zenless Zone Zero style.
Your friend thought you might be thirsty. Won't you stay and drink it?
Got all the agents.
I tend to steer clear of drinks left out in the open.
You're surrounded. Give up and come with.
You lousy swine!
Stop right there!
Oh, look! A surprise performance! Wow! How lucky we are!
Try to make it seem like it's not real.
Sorry, my guy. Unlicensed and illegally docked. This boat's not going anywhere.
Quick! Don't let him get away!
Be careful! Amazing!
Lowly worm! No one flies higher than the almighty Dragon Lord! Who's stealing my fun? Ah, you again! You're driving me crazy! Oh, wow,
All right, that's a wrap.
Unbelievable! You can't just drag someone around like that! Such blatant disregard for human life. I'm gonna sue the living daylights out of you!
Good luck with that when you're in the Maripede, prison-y, whatever it's called, Fortress of Maripede, for your crimes.
Will you now? I think I did you a favor by pulling you away from your audience. Saved you some face at the very least. As for whether you were facing up or down along the way, well, that was your decision, wasn't it?
For you? All right, I admit it. I was in the wrong. Oh, of course I know the difference between right and wrong, but I had no choice. I desperately needed the money. I was an expert on ancient relics. Not only did I have a successful career, but a happy family too.
So what changed?
But my son, I never imagined he'd turn out this way. Fell in with the wrong crowd and ended up shoulder deep in gambling. We had some savings, but he drained them away like a waterfall.
I don't actually feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry for parents who put themselves in these positions. it's fine, you know, at first to try and, you know, help out your child because you don't want your child to suffer. But there gets to a point where you're just enabling them and just draining yourself dry, using all your money just to help them out. It's the saying, like, you can't put yourself on fire to keep others warm. You shouldn't be in such financial hardship, but just to help out your son, who is clearly not learning from his, you know, his actions. He's not learning any consequences because you just keep bailing him out. I don't have any sympathy for you. You should have cut the cord long ago.
Once he fell into debt, he had creditors regularly coming over to threaten and
He
intimidate
deserves
him.
it.
I'm his father. How could I just stand by and watch him suffer like that?
That sounds like a you problem, buddy. I don't really care. If you want to suffer for something that's not your own problem, go right ahead.
Oh, my son is about the same age as you are. If only he could have turned out more like you. That's the only reason I needed the money. Please, believe me.
It's not even a good enough reason.
You... Please, kid, I'm begging you. Help me. I see you're from Natlan too. That makes us brothers. Please, have mercy. I still have a chance to help my son straighten himself out. But only if I get back. If I go to prison now, he'll be doomed, I tell you, doomed!
He's already doomed.
And isn't standing together and fighting for a better future what families do?
Not when it enables your son into more bad behavior.
Our fate is in your hands, young man. Please, have a heart.
And this is the kind of situation where it's like, you can't emotionally manipulate someone to letting you go. You know, I know that there's grey ground everywhere. Nothing is as black and white. But at the same time, you can't always judge someone's circumstances based on their own situation, because then you're going to judge them differently from someone who's in a different situation when the law should apply equally to everybody in this instance. So it shouldn't matter that you're so emotionally charged in why you did this. You still committed the crime. You still need to have a punishment the same as another person who was just doing it for, you know, the sheer shits and giggles would be punished.
Something wrong, Kanich? Gone soft, have we?
I don't believe a word you say. Wriothesley had you just about figured out. You're a gambler. Pure and simple.
That's even worse. He was lying to us. You're despicable, sir.
A gambler? Me? Nonsense! I told you, it's my son!
You're even way more despicable than I thought. Go rot in the fortress. Although the fortress isn't exactly punishment, is it?
First of all, are you really from Natlan?
I don't think he is. When he was spouting we're from Natlan, what makes us brothers? I was like, I really don't think you are from Natlan. I'm going to be honest with you. You don't feel very Natlanese.
You've been keeping tabs on the gun's whereabouts this whole time. You should have recognized at least one familiar face by now. On top of that, the way you threatened to sue me? Spoken like a true Fontanian, if you ask me.
100%.
What kind of logic is that?
Dude, you even look Fontanian.
I can explain. I actually grew up in...
I don't want to hear another word. Ahau, here's your chance. Shut someone else up for once.
The moment I've been waiting for.
What's he gonna do?
Eat this, scumbag!
What did he do?
Being a compulsive liar is one of the hallmarks of a die-hard gambler. I bet you're just a Fontanian pretending to be from Natlan. Even if you have any friends or family to speak of, I'm guessing they've long since cut all ties with you. And you have your depraved ways to thank for that.
Good.
Of course, I might be wrong.
What is he doing?
But does that matter?
Nope. I just said it doesn't matter.
I'm just here to arrest you. If you're looking for an advocate or a shoulder to cry on, you're out of luck. Besides, prying the truth out of you is exactly what your beloved courts are for. Isn't that right?
Ugh, more solid characters. That's right. It's been a while, Mr. Kanich. Why do the two of you know each other? That's weird. The special patrol will take this criminal off your hands now. Oh, from the case?
Many thanks.
I can only assume. Please, I should be the one thanking you for all the help you've given us.
And me? What about me? So rude. You should be bowing down in gratitude to the almighty Dragon Lord.
As you wish. My thanks to you, and also to Mr. Kakuku for your show-stopping performances. Bye, Shirose.
Hey,
That was
what
brief.
do you mean? Hold it right there!
Are you okay, Kenichi?
Don't worry. I'm fine. I wasn't the one who just got dragged all the way here.
You seemed a little upset just now.
Little Kenichi, thinking back to when you were just an itty-bitty boy, Kenichi, aren't ya?
Why, did you have a gambling father?
Aw, don't start crying like a little baby.
What are you on about?
Bad, how? Bad.
Still, I suppose there's no point hiding it from you. To put it plainly, I can't stand gamblers. They're the most irresponsible people in the entire world. No respect for the principle that you have to give in order to get. They'll tell 1,000 lies for a single coin, deluding themselves into thinking they can use it to gamble their way to a vast fortune. But we all know that even when it looks like you're getting something for free, there's always an unseen cost. In the past, I also ended up paying a price for my father's gambling losses.
Who was his father? Okay.
I don't want anyone else to end up in a similar situation if I can help it.
Kenichi.
Don't feel sorry for me.
I don't.
I certainly don't feel sorry for myself.
I was actually feeling really distracted by looking at your ears. I don't understand your piercings with these 2 spikes. I mean, there might be a third one I can't see from the hair. It looks like they go straight out, which makes no sense with the way that earrings would sit on an ear. So I don't really understand the logistics. I mean, I guess they go through the front and out the back, but it's such a strange angle they're sitting on.
They say that people are shaped by their past.
Like,
And since I've made it this far, I must have done a lot of things right.
but you see what I mean? Like, it looks like it comes literally straight out the side of his ear, which means that it would be digging into his ear to keep it tethered. It looks strange.
We should never punish ourselves for the mistakes of others.
Agreed.
Instead, I choose to remember the moments that helped me grow.
Good for you.
Like when I first learned to use a grappling hook. Or the very first time I yearned for knowledge.
I get it.
Yeah, I believe you. Let's get going. If we don't head back soon, we'll cause more unnecessary worry.
It's a nice little bit of history that we just saw for Kenichi. Considering we haven't really done much with him at all, it was nice to get a little bit of a glimpse into his life. Hard at work, I see.
Yay! Traveler Kenichi, you're back! We just saw Chevro's taking the criminal away. She looked pretty pleased with herself.
She didn't really do much. Well, it did go smoother than expected. Our opponent was pretty weak.
So after so much running in circles, turns out he had no fight in him, huh?
Uh-huh.
Guess running away was the only trick up his sleeve.
Yeah.
Oh, also, Risley said to let you know that he's already
Aww.
left. He went to report back to the Palais Mermonia.
That's okay, there's an epilogue still to be had, so maybe we're gonna go there. Or they'll come
Apparently, the
here.
Marisho say Phantom's preparing to carry out an in-depth investigation into illegal gambling activities. Sounds like they'll have their hands full. Anyway, that's for the Palais to worry about, not really our concern.
I feel like Paimon's dropping the expedition on that because Charlotte's silent. But then that's weird because, again, English is not the only language this game is in. It would be in Chinese, in which case it'd have Charlotte speaking. Maybe they made an adjustment for the English release, like not the voice acting, the actual physical outside of Asia release of the game, or version of the game. Maybe they've given us this version where Paimon just exposes is the correct word, but it seems weird in that context. Gives us the exposition, because Charlotte can't, because she doesn't speak. Do you know how fast the Duke took off? I'd say he was avoiding my camera. Wait, but you already had an interview with him. Is that not correct? Back in the original Fortress of Meripede storyline, didn't Charlotte get an interview with Risley? But I guess I'm used to that by now.
Hey, it's not like you to give up so easily, Charlotte.
It's fine. I got plenty of other great shots back there. More than enough for a front page spread. And on that note, this busy reporter needs to scoot. These photos won't develop themselves.
Make sure you pick the best shots of Paimon.
Please make sure there's a shot without Paimon.
Oh, already gone. Hope she heard that.
You can trust her judgment, Paimon. She's a professional photographer.
Yeah, you're right. But what took you all so long to get here? Did something happen?
We're just having a heart-to-heart, a D&M, a deep and meaningful. Hal bonked his head and started crying.
What? Rumors and slander! What have I, the almighty dragon?
Often, actually.
Anyway, what's next?
To be honest, I haven't decided yet. At the moment, I've got nothing urgent to get back for. And in any case, the court might need me to testify again. Plus, that gun's still a key piece of evidence. I'll probably have to wait until the case is closed before I can return it to Natlan.
Where are you going to take it? You don't exactly have a museum or something to put it in? Somewhere for safekeeping, maybe?
So, I guess I'll be sticking around to enjoy the beach a little longer.
Yay for you. The price of every price. Completed. And now for the epilogue. Wait until 8 a.m. the next day. I can do that. And I can even read it correctly. Okay.
Take a deep breath, as if you're about to blow up a huge
Okay,
balloon.
well, I mean, I'm here. Where are
Exhale all
y'all?
your sleepiness into it, and then
Now that things have reached this point, we should add
A pinch of salt?
a dash of pepper, actually.
Brilliant.
Huh? You two aren't talking about a new dessert menu by any chance, are you?
No, I think they're talking about the film, aren't they? Pepper sounds a bit out of place in a dessert. Ugh, sounds repulsive.
Not desserts.
Oh, we're talking about the script.
Knew it. Eh?
Oh, my dear partner, photographer, rookie director. Our creativity must keep up with the overflowing enthusiasm of our fans. There's no room for dull scripts on my stage. Plot twists should strike the audience like a cloud of pepper, leaving them sneezing in surprise. Achoo!
Who sneezes in surprise? I'm sorry, is that a thing? I've never heard that before.
The same logic applies in catering. I once heard Miss Emily mention that pepper could be used in perfumes.
Ew.
Perhaps I could find a way to make it work in desserts.
Ugh. Please don't. It has no place in dessert. Please don't.
A peppery kick to complement the delicate sweetness of cream, perhaps.
Don't make me sick.
Wow, the two of them seem to be working together so well. Paimon's struggling to imagine what a pepper cake would taste like, though.
Vile is the answer, Paimon.
Well, well, what do we have here?
Escoffier's making a new cake?
Yes, and she's peppering in some new ideas.
Oh, how exciting! When it's ready, do let me know. I'd love to try it.
Is it just Paimon, or does it seem like everyone's even more enthusiastic now that they've finished their work?
Why shouldn't they be? When your hard work pays off, that's when you should celebrate. It's like a batch of fresh macarons. You should never let fear of sweetness stop you from adding all the filling you please.
Depends on what kind of sweetness we're talking about and how sweet.
After all, if there's ever a time to pile on the sugar, it's when you're making macarons.
No, you should never pile on the sugar. Concentrated sugar tastes terrible. Yes, Fairy Floss, I'm looking at you.
Pile on the sugar!
I'm a person who likes sugar.
Pile on the sugar!
Oh, God, Lord.
And why are we piling on the sugar? Lepine Pauline, you're here. Is it ready?
What's it?
Of course! It all went according to plan.
Huh? Were you off on some kind of important task?
I was indeed. Please accept this.
Is this to go along with my title? What's this? Okay.
Oh, wow! It's a panoramic view of the amusement park with everyone's illustrations on it!
As if you were blind and you couldn't actually see what was on it.
Since the film Fantasyland has been such a success, we decided to create a unique souvenir to remember it by. We built this
You
park
could've just taken a
together
photo.
brick by brick, So we decided we'd all contribute to drawing this map together too.
To be fair, it was mostly thanks to Miss Lapine Pauline. She's our expert when it comes to drawing after all. But we all did our best to leave our own marks too.
How does her shirt stay up? I'm sorry, I've just realized that this part does not adhere to this part. What is keeping this aloft? Is it stuck to you with, like, they call it Hollywood tape, which is just clear tape that you use to adhere clothes to yourself when they don't have, like, straps and shit, or you don't want it shifting and risking your modesty. What is this, though? That's not how fabric works. Good lord, she could lose her top at any moment. I don't like it. I hate it. Ugh.
That's right. And on top of that, traveler, I'm offering you a most special privilege.
Yay, am I gonna like this privilege?
You get to add a mustache to my portrait.
The answer is no, I'm not gonna like this privilege. Yippee. Awesome. Fancy a white one. Splendiferous. Fancy a red one. Well, the red would clash. The white would go with her hair.
Cream flavored, huh? Very traditional, but also very delicious. You have my approval.
Okay. Kind of looks weird. Whatever.
All right, then. Now that you're the proud owner of this commemorative map,
Yay me.
you can draw as many different flavored mustaches on it as you like.
I don't understand, Navia. You can't draw a flavor. That's not how it works.
Sounds like a pretty tasty map. We'll look after it.
What are you
well.
doing? Huffing the map? Licking it? I don't understand.
Great. Your satisfaction is our #1 priority.
You know the kind of bacteria the mouth has? It's vile. You don't want to be licking your commemorative map and then like coming back to it in a few years' time. It's just the bacteria that would have multiplied on it in that time.
Everything's all in order. Now it's time to relax. Forget about work and just enjoy the park.
Too bad if you hadn't built up the park at this point in time. Okay. Well, we're done, I guess. Question mark? The park still feels like it hasn't had a conclusion, but if it says we're done, we're done. That just takes us back to here. Okay. Well, we are done with 11 hours and 23 minutes to spare. Huzzah! Go team! That wasn't so bad. Oh, that's pretty appropriate considering Escoffier is here cooking, baking, whatever she's doing. The quest was interesting enough, you know. It kept my interest. Is it the best piece of writing in the world? Absolutely not. This game really manifests that. But it was fine. It was palatable. I enjoyed it. It kept me intrigued and wanting to keep playing to see where it went. The event management was fine. I think there are tweaks they can make. I have never noticed the way that this does this. I never noticed that before. Usually because it's on top of something and then you can't see it. Huh, what do you know? Yeah, I think there is some like quality of life / finessing that they could do to the shop event. It's not the first time they've had it in this game, and I think it's a different take on the potion selling that we had previously. Though I kind of liked making the potions previously. That was kind of cool. So we kind of lost that aspect here, but had like the interactive like minigame aspect instead. So yeah, it has potential. I still think it's not quite there yet. I think another iteration or two, and then it should really be a really hyped up, engaging little event minigame. Like but I do wish that there was a conclusive ending, not to the story, but like to go, hey, congratulations, you've achieved all your objectives. This is the end of the shop. Here's your reward. I really kind of wish there was some sort of like, you know, tying in with that, but I suppose beggars can't be choosers. So anyway, next time I play, whatever that is, we're going to be continuing with this storyline. So, look at all of those teleport waypoints. Couldn't think of the name for a second there. Now, where's this extra land that we've got? Oh, down here. So that you're telling me that the volcano's down here somewhere? Gotta do that, gotta do that, gotta do that. I don't want to do that, though, is the problem. Anyway, I do want to get through I still don't know how to pronounce it. Ochanotlan. I'll pronounce it however I so choose. And we will worry about that next time.